Hello and welcome to Critical News. I'm Josh.
I'm Tyler. Okay, well, obviously this is kind of a different side to our Critical News channel. On this one, we are focusing more on movie news. I want to say personally thank you for all the people that's watched our last podcast regarding Leonardo DiCaprio. Josh, can you give a bit more detail on kind of what this aspect and kind of what this video is about and the difference between the two?
Yeah, so the news segment is more in regards to like most up-to-date kind of aspects of film and cinema. So we're looking at obviously newly released trailers and new released content that's out there. So subjects we're touching on today, for example, the new Toy Story 4 trailer.
Yeah,
we're going to be touching on the Ted Bundy trailer, aren't we, with Zac Efron in?
Yeah,
we're going to do Birds of Prey. So it's that sort of thing that we're touching on.
Yeah, obviously, like every week, there's always some movie news coming out. I know, again, I'm positive actually, should I say, that I believe this Sunday we get the first glimpse of Star Wars Episode 9. Which
possibly the Super Bowl, isn't it?
Yeah, which would definitely again, and kind of this is what this critical news segment, this video is all about. It's about them little bits, getting up on here, having a discussion about it, and also having your view on it as well as ours as well. So yeah, that's kind of what obviously this is about. It's a bit more fun, a bit more, should I say, light-hearted. But I will say this though, Josh, I did have someone question me regarding the last podcast that our friend Liam is credited on. Is credited on it. Now, Liam is a good friend of ours. It was his idea a long time ago to do this, but when we did it, we were setting up. We both asked him, didn't we?
Yeah.
And should kind of say Liam's a very busy man, and should I say shit kind of hit the fan. But to keep him credited to the show, we've got a little video Liam eating a curry for you. So let's play it now. Let's all watch. So obviously no one is touching his curry on that video. So yeah, that's a little segment just for Liam. Anyway, Josh, I'm gonna pass it over to you to start off with first topic, Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2, yeah.
Toy Story 2. Oh, that's it. Let's stop this podcast. I've not seen
Toy Story 4. Mate, that video has just cracked us up, you know. Toy Story 4.
Liam's curries took me off.
Yes, that is a Wetherspoons, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it was like a £5 curry, wasn't it? Like a special deal, and they got one left, so it was really pathetic.
It wasn't even a curry night.
No, it was literally just, we got these left over.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, right. So
it was leftovers from someone's plate the night before.
Just everyone's leftover curry.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Right. So Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
Moving on from that funny moment. Toy Story 4 is been released. The trailer for that. Obviously, we've already had posters and such of that nature.
Yep.
And the trailer got announced. So we're just going to really kind of tell you our opinions on it. I know mine and Tyler's are very different.
Definitely.
So, Tyler, what's your first thoughts, mate? What was your first thoughts, first watch?
I'll go back a bit. When they announced Toy Story 4, I was again split two minds. Thought great, I love Toy Story. You know, Toy Story is my favourite animation film of all time. There's a lot up there that are close, but Toy Story is classic. I love Toy Story 3, and I didn't want him to do a fourth one. I think the third one ended nice. It ended where it should have ended. But anyway, I'm a movie fan. I'm optimistic. I kind of want to see where they go next. I saw the very first trailer, which is I think where they all holding hands. It was like
Yeah,
flying.
and they do like Ring of the Roses or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Again, nice, light-hearted. It's Toy Story, and nothing against that. Saw the poster, which is the big four with Woody standing next to it. Again, nice poster. Nothing wrong with that. I saw that there's a Ferris wheel in the background, so I kind of got the sense that it was going to be a bit like a Toy Story 2 kind of film, where they are again, and number 3 really, they are out of the comfort zone and they've ended up somewhere where they shouldn't be.
So you're saying like a Toy Planet like Carnival?
It's something like that,
Types.
yeah. To be honest, even the trailer that's just come out kind of leaves that with the 2 rabbits on kind of on a stand where I'm not sure you have to chuck some or like
Yeah,
like
the not the bottle cans down or whatever.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Now again, it kind of had what that was showing. I had nothing against that, but the last trailer was awful. I hate it. The dialogue, I thought it was Facebook humour. You know,
Please.
to infinity and your mum. It's not Toy Story.
No, but it's bringing that modern day thing to it. That's to be fair, it's not a modern day thing, but it's recently come back. I know when we were kids, that was the whole thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Your mum.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
you. Oh, God. You know.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Your mum. Yeah. I said I get the your mum joke, but it's like, I'm 23 now, and I could go and watch Toy Story and it'd be all happy kiddie film, but when they start doing your mum jokes, it just ain't gonna land. I don't think.
Maybe you're just too old for kids' films now, Tyler.
Well, if kid films start going around saying your mum, then I think I'm not bother watching.
Yeah, but would you have a problem with them saying your mum if it was an adult humour?
What, an adult humour?
If it was an adult comedy.
Well, no, of course not. But this is Toy Story. You wouldn't have Mickey Mouse going your mum, would you?
But that's all what Toy Story is all about, like the adult humour, like the go over the kid's head. Because I remember that
wasn't that don't go over your head. A 5-year-old is going to know when it says your mum.
Exactly. So, and that's a thing that a 5-year-old already knows. It's not like Toy Story is firstly like teaching it already. Like the kids that understand that already have that banter at school anyway. But what I was going to say is obviously Toy Story is like the breach, and like there's a really thin line with Toy Story, because I remember first time I saw Toy Story being young, it was all fun and games. Went to go and re-watch then Toy Story 2, I believe it was, when they did it re-release in cinema in 3D.
Yeah.
And I was actually shocked at how many like dirty jokes and stuff are actually in it.
Yeah, there's that famous bit between Woody and his girlfriend, the one who does the sheep. Where they say something and he's laughing and he's pulling his collar. Obviously, that's a joke that, something's going to happen. Now, obviously, when we're kids, we won't get that. But, it's a nice little reference for adults to go, oh, they got that in. Now, someone...
Oh, it's just what you want to see.
A mum who's, 30 to 40s, takes Kitty Toy Story 4, and then they goes, oh, yeah, your mum. She's not going to go, oh, they got that in.
No, this is true, but that wasn't necessarily an adult joke. I think that was more a teen joke or kind of our age joke. Now I know you don't find it funny, and I don't particularly find it funny, but I just think it's a funny thing to have in it. And I think if we were 5 years younger, so we weren't kids, but we weren't adults, so we were teenagers, I think we would find it bloody hilarious.
Do you know what? I'll give this. I would have found that funnier if it was in a different animation film. But because I have kind of how I feel and how... Like I said, I love Toy Story. Toy Story's been there since I was a little kid, and it's been with me all the way through. And I just think it's... I don't want them to doing something that they're not. I still think it'd be a great film. At the end of the day, it's got one of my favourite actors' voice in. It's Tom Hanks anyway. So I have no doubt that it will be... Like, Pixar are fantastic at making them anyway, so I don't doubt it'll be a bad film. I just think there's going to be elements or dialogue in it, or maybe a few characters that I was like, you was kind of put in there to fill in them purposes, like the teen and stuff like that.
But I suppose people might have said that in Toy Story 2, when obviously Jessie and the Prospector and Bullseye were all introduced, they probably thought, why are they introducing these characters? They're not needed. But it's the same with last one. There's so many new characters in last one, aren't there?
Yeah.
We've obviously them going to a new environment. That's the same this time. Obviously, if we're going on the fact that it's going to be a fun fair, it's going to be a lot.
No, I get that. I get that. Of course, there's going to be new characters, but like in 2 and 3, I don't think there was any characters put in there to entertain a certain type of audience. So, for example, your mum jokes, the bunny rabbits that are in the trailer, could be there to fulfil that aspect of generation and to kind of comic for them.
Yeah.
But that's my
what's your overall thoughts? What's your overall thoughts? Are you excited for the film? You said you're excited for the film.
I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. Of course, I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it. Date comes out. The trailer. I think the trailer just, I don't know, upset me a bit more than anything. Just because it wasn't what I wanted to see.
Yeah, but no, that's cool. All right, no worries.
Let's
move on.
What about you?
Well, I'm all right with it. I was happy with it. To be fair, I'm just at the stage where I just want to see Toy Story again, man. Yeah. I just want to see Wuzzy and Wuzzy.
Wuzzy.
I just want to see Wuzzy in action. Yo, Woody and Buzz in action. I just want to see it.
It was like the
hey, that's their little like romance name. That is, their little bromance name. Matt, you heard it here first, Wuzzy.
Wait,
straight away.
I don't think you've been watching the original Toy Story. I think you've been watching. Listen. I think you've been watching bootleg Chinese versions.
Here's Wuzzy.
This is Toy Stories.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm just excited to see him once again on the big screen in a new film.
What about Buzz Lightyear?
Moving on. What's the next topic?
The next topic. Again, can't wait. SpiderMan, Far From Home.
There you go, mate. Yeah, what a sick trailer.
Fantastic. That I could not wait because it's actually sent after Endgame.
Is it?
I believe so. Yes.
I thought I had. Well, I don't know if I'm completely off it here, but I thought when he goes to.
What was it set after?
I'm sure it's
set
set.
after Endgame.
Well, I thought it was set just before. I think, to be honest, just before the new one, Infinity War, because when he goes, like, you see him in the bus, don't you? Obviously, he's coming back from a school trip by the looks of that bus. So I thought it'd be that, but maybe not.
Maybe that then. I know it's either set after. It's either set after Infinity War or Endgame, but I'm sure they said it was Endgame because someone. Well, it might be Infinity War because someone mentioned about mostly in. If you've not watched it already, what are you doing? But you should Avengers Infinity War. He has the time stone. Or someone was saying that what about the reset time? That Peter never actually got off that bus for that whole thing, that he stayed on it.
Yeah.
Something chuck in there, something to think about.
There you go, yeah. Well, I suppose we'll find out when we see it, that when it's set and stuff like that. It's not something we only speculate now, and I don't really like speculating.
No.
I just want to get on with it.
So we also go back to the trailer done, Josh. What kind of bits stood out for you then? What was kind of that excited you, should I say?
It's Mysterio, isn't it?
Mysterio is played by Jake Gyllenhaal. He is apparently the villain, but in the trailer he's actually made out to be a hero.
There you go.
So yeah.
There you go, man. I'd say that's my outstanding. And Spider-Man in like a recon suit as well. In his
the full black.
Black going on with the goggle.
Yeah.
So, I want to see that on the Spider-Man game. Just as a side note, I want to see that outfit on the Spider-Man game.
Yeah, even the black one, the new black suit that he's got, it's kind of red and black. I like that. So kind of going into more detail with the trailer. I thought at first the villain was Sandman. There's one bit where it's like someone made of sand, which I thought that'd be nice. We've not had Sandman since Spider-Man 3. But obviously I don't think it is. The rumour going round is that it is kind of It is a villain. It is in the comics. I can't remember what it is, and that this is made by Mysterio to make Mysterio kind of look like he's the hero.
Right. So he's going in to save the day, sort of thing, of this monster.
Even though he's created it, yeah. And someone actually pointed it out and says, where have I seen this before? And someone said Incredibles. The villain there, he controlled the robots.
Oh yes, yeah, it makes the robots, doesn't it? So he's yeah.
And I kind of thought, we were in Spider-Man a bit, but no, it looks great. And again, Tom Holland is fantastic Spider-Man.
Okay, here's a side note. Favorite Spider-Man, favorite person to play Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Yeah. Right, that,
yeah. It's so close, and I think the way Marvel and Sony, let's give them a bit of credit how they've executed it. It reminds me so much of the comics, and it's fresh. You get the sense as a kid, and Tom Holland is just good at playing it.
Yeah, I think in previous Spider-Mans, they've always got to grips with the powers too quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know there's like half a film, but even now, he's not got to grips with his powers, if you like, his abilities.
Yeah.
He's still like swinging around and going, oh, what's this? And then, for example, in Infinity War, when he has the claws, first thing it's like, oh, what the hell's that? It's that cheeky chappy young kid.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah, that's obviously kind of what missed from Tobey and Garfield's performance. But again, an all-note feature. I'm not sure, and this is speculation as well. Now, the rumor going around is that Marvel want to use Osborn, also known as Green Goblin, in some sort of in the Spider-Man story. Now, Sony won't let them. They've got hold of the rights, but in the trailer regarding the Spider-Man Far From Home, he's swinging from where the first Avengers tower is in the first Avengers film, and it's under reconstruction because obviously if you know the Avengers films, Tony sold the tower and they moved base. Now, rumour going around is that tower going to be Oscorp Tower for maybe a future Spider-Man. Go watch the trailer. It's just the scene just where he's swinging and he's got the phone, and it's right behind him, and it's the tower being should I say redesigned.
Yeah.
So what do you think of that? If it was,
I want to rewatch it now. Now you said that.
Yeah, definitely give it a watch. And you got anything else to say regarding on that?
I haven't, mate. Have you?
No. Like I said, it looks great. I could not wait for it to come out. I am kind of looking forward to see what else they've got. What kind of will they bring out another trailer? I think they will, won't they? This was just teaser one.
I don't know because it's quite soon until it's coming out. It's coming out before Endgame, isn't it? Or is it not? Am I wrong with that?
I want to say April.
No, that's Endgame.
Must be June then. I'm sure it is.
So maybe it's after. So then it will make sense that it's set after, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was always before, which is why I was saying that.
Nah, I'm sure it comes out after Endgame, yeah.
There you go. Because we've got Captain Marvel next, haven't we? And then...
Again, I saw the trailer to that. I thought it looked like an early 2010 film. Superhero film.
Yeah.
Remind me a bit of Rocket Man. Do you know move on to the next one?
Yeah, what's next?
Next is Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
Harley Quinn.
Obviously, the picture's being released of Harley Quinn's new look. Obviously, I'm assuming. I think is it origin story of Harley Quinn? Is it or?
No, not. I don't think it is the origins because they touched on that in Suicide Squad.
Of course, that was the whole thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's I'm confused as to why she got a new look then, to be honest.
Margot Robbie definitely looks different compared. I think they nailed the look in Suicide Squad, despite the film. They nailed it. In this one, they've actually released a few more pictures. I'm looking at them now, hence why I'm looking down. If you go and read the Harley Quinn comics that are out now, she's got her own series. Her look is very reminiscent to that. So that she's got like stars kind of where her boobs are and one on her belly. So it's definitely different. But Margot Robbie being the actress she is, again, I think it'll just work. It'll work. if it don't, then I think it could be the end, and we'll probably never see a Harley Quinn and Joker film.
Yeah.
I hope that we do. To be honest, I'd still much rather see a Ben Affleck Batman film, but obviously that ain't happening.
I would like to see a Ben Affleck Batman film, but I'll probably wait for it to come out on DVD. I'm not wasting my money. Not gonna lie.
We're not doing Chinese imports now, mate.
But no, that's fine. So yeah,
as the look goes, it's okay. I'm interested to see what other looks they're going to touch on in the film. I don't really know the other two characters very well. I can't remember the names.
No.
What about you? What do you think of the look? What do you think of? Should I say the point of? Are you excited? Pardon me. Are you excited? Are you looking forward to it, or it's not really that bothered?
Not even bothered, mate. Not even bothered. Because I've been let down by DC too many times. I'm one of those guys.
No, I'm going to fight on this one.
I know you are, because you're like, oh, Aquaman. Oh, Justice League was okay. Shut up.
Justice League was okay.
No, it wasn't okay. It was terrible. It was rushed. It was.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, this is another podcast. To be fair, because I could talk absolute loads about Justice League and how terrible it is. Same with Batman vs Superman. Although I didn't enjoy that. I only didn't enjoy that because I know it could have been so much better. That's the only reason why.
Yeah.
And the hype that I got on that.
Everyone knows that could have been better.
Yeah. And you also like Suicide Squad, mate.
Do you know what? I like it because Harley Quinn, Will Smith are fucking brilliant in it. Again, pardon the language. They're brilliant.
They did do brilliant, but the story and everything's just there.
I'm not gonna lie, I've decided the Joker's crap. I hate him in it.
Yeah, he is.
I stuck up for him for a long time. I thought, yeah, he's okay. He's a bit rough. No, I don't like him at all. It's weird.
Oh well, it's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Again, we could do a whole DC podcast. Yeah. So much talk about DC and how terrible they are at script writing.
Yeah, I think we should definitely want to continue. This is going to be longer than the actual podcast.
It is going to be longer than we expected. Right, what are we going on to?
This one you brought up, Bad Boys for Life, apparently is the confirmed title.
Yeah, so again that's a rumour title.
Is it a confirmed title? That's the question.
Yeah, it's a rumour title, but this was something that was released ages ago, and they were saying that Will Smith was saying that he was in talks with his fellow partner. I can't remember his name. You know his name, Tyler. Go for it.
His partner? No, I don't. I can't think.
Okay, never mind.
I did.
But yeah,
you took me off it. You put me on the spot.
Yeah, but yeah, whatever. So they got into talks and they wanted to do another one, so they did another one. And it was rumours. It was rumoured all the way up to the point that we saw Snap today. In fact, I saw Snap, or it would have been yesterday. By the time you're watching this,
I'm going to stop you there. Actually, do apologise. Will Smith actually posted a video about a month ago with his partner announcing they was doing Bad Boys 3. So it has been confirmed. The first official, shall I say, picture was released today, I think.
Yeah, so that was literally them cozzoed up and looking suave.
Yeah, again, I like the Bad Boys movies. It's been many years since I've watched them.
Yeah, same.
Would I go and watch this one? Yeah, probably. I'll definitely give it a view.
Bit of a laugh in it.
Yeah. I like both of the actors that are in it. I'm definitely up for that.
There's not really much else to touch on that because that was very short. Early. No trailer or anything yet, but we thought we'd shove it in there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There's one more thing, actually, one I almost actually forgot. I was going to wrap that up now. Zombieland 2.
Yeah, Zombieland.
Double Tap is, I believe, the title. I actually wasn't... I heard a lot about if they were doing another one. I've not read much into it, and I wasn't 100% sure that it was confirmed. Obviously, it definitely looking like it is. We've got a poster. Again, I'm going to put the poster down there just for you to see. they've also done the 10-year challenge, which I thought was quite funny as well. I love that film.
Oh, great film.
It's
top 3 zombie films.
Yeah, well, that's definitely a bold statement. Well, that's your top 3, is it?
Hey, mate, I'm just saying. I had someone today at work say it was their best zombie film. So me saying 3, mate, is like.
Yeah. So what's number 1 then?
Number 1. Now I know people are going to slate for this. And
okay,
this
I'm interested.
That
I want
people
your top 3.
can put in the comments and slay me for it. But 28 weeks later.
Fantastic film. Yeah.
But a lot of people slay me for it because they go, "Oh, 28 days later is better." No, 28 weeks later.
28 weeks is a lot better.
Oh, I'm glad you agree with me on that because I haven't had anyone that's agreed with me on that because I just prefer that.
Yeah, I do. I think it's a faster paced movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's a little bit better. 28 days is a great film, but 28 weeks is my preference.
Yeah, definitely. So that's top, and then we got Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, another one. See,
because Shaun of the Dead is the OGs. Yeah.
One of mine, which I'm surprised isn't Dawn of the Dead. The original and the remake, both great films.
Yeah, not. Yeah.
No.
That's one where they do weapons and that, isn't it? Or is that Land of the Lost?
Or where they do weapons?
Never mind, it's not that one that I'm thinking. Never mind. I was thinking Land of the Lost, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I was thinking.
Dawn of the Dead is when in the shopping mall.
See, I don't think I've seen that actually, so I can't comment.
Well, there's been 2, and I think the original one was made by not the original one. Pardon me, the remake. I really hope I get this right. I think it was Zack Snyder. I think. Hold on.
No, don't Google it, mate. Moving on. No. Right, we're moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Now that was our you think that's our last thing, but you forgot something.
What's that?
Can you think of what it was? I put it in the thumbnail. Zac Efron.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So Ted Bundy is our next.
Bundy.
Now this was meant to go earlier, but you forgot to do it, didn't you? So.
It was Zack Snyder. I googled it.
All right. Yeah. Cheers for the dead air there, mate. I had to fill that in, didn't I? Right. So Ted Bundy. Obviously, there's been a documentary released on Netflix as well, actually, hasn't there? Yeah. For Ted Bundy. And seemingly fittingly, there's been a trailer dropped for a Ted Bundy film starring Zac Efron.
Yes.
Efron.
As
the lead.
Aaron.
But this is very bizarre because I don't know about you, but you know, Zac Efron is just Troy, innit?
No, we are not.
No, but you gotta agree with me. You guys gotta agree with me because you can't see Zac Efron as anybody else other than Troy Bolton out of High School Musical. Can we just talk about that? And it's sad that I know the name, isn't it? Let's face it, but High School Musical is banging. Anyway, moving on.
Do you know what? I'm lucky. I think I'm lucky because I've never seen the High School Musical films. I refuse to watch him, so I don't see Zac Efron as that. The first film I saw Zac Efron in is 17 again, and I thought that was an okay movie.
And that had Chandler Rigg in it as well, didn't it, from Friends? The guy who plays...
he's originally Zac Efron's character as an adult.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the first thing I've seen him in, so it's okay.
Wait, it's not Chandler Rigg, is it?
No,
What's his actual...
It's...
That's Chandler's the character in Thingy, but yeah, you know what I mean.
I know,
whatever his name is. Yeah.
So I don't have that problem.
That's sad, mate, because you know
it's not.
I'm just saying. You know, still a better love story than Twilight.
That's why you've got the umbrella behind you. It's to hide the High School Musical posters.
Yeah. Should I go and take the umbrella down?
No.
But no, High School Musical, mate. It still holds its own to this day, mate. I'm still catching myself belting out, you know, breaking free and that.
Well, I'm sure.
Why do that face, bro? Because it's sick.
I'm sure.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are watching this and going, you know what? you got to hold it to Josh. He's kind of right this
Do
time.
you know what?
So.
I don't think Zac Efron is going to play Ted Bundy breaking out of custody, saying "I'm breaking free." I don't think he's singing that at all.
See, you don't know. It hasn't actually been confirmed whether it's a musical or not yet. So speculation and all that. But I think musical inbound. Anyway,
going back to the trailer. Some people have actually moaned and complained about it, which because apparently they are suggesting that they are glamorizing Ted Bundy and what he did and the killings. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, thanks for the input there, Josh. That was talk about a conversation.
Well, as yet, mate, I don't know anything about Ted Bundy. I'm not going to lie to you. And the trailer did make him out to be. It made me believe that he was set up.
Okay.
It made me believe that it was all fake and it was all set up to have framed.
Okay.
There you go.
So it kind of made you think that. I'm trying to think what the best word is, that
he was framed for the murders of the people he murdered. Basically, that's what it made me feel like.
So, like his story, his point of view, he was trying to get what he wanted the jury to believe. The trailer was getting you to believe it.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Okay. But yeah, that was literally. It wasn't the fact that I knew that he was trying to get me to believe that or whatever. It was the fact that I thought that's what the whole scandal was about. Because not knowing anything about the Ted Bundy, and all I knew was he was a serial killer.
Mm.
Now, that's kind of what I knew. So, watching the trailer, and I thought, oh, well, maybe he was framed for this. But I suppose if that was meant to be in there for the fact that he was kind of pretending it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does look different and certainly violent.
Yeah, like I personally, I can't wait for it. I know quite a bit about Ted Bundy. Zac Efron as an actor has definitely got better throughout the years. I definitely think
what a silly comment.
He has. Yeah,
I believed he was Troy.
God. Anyway, I think before watching this, obviously regarding back to the Netflix Ted Bundy tapes, I think it's five altogether, and they've got everyone raves about them. So I'm kind of interested to watch that, then go and watch this and just kind of, we've got a bit of knowledge, compare the two, and just kind of see what they touch on and what they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. Now, Josh, is there anything I've missed out? I think we've covered everything regarding our first critical news mini podcast.
Critical news.
It's been fun. It's definitely been different. Like I said, it's a lot more light-hearted, this one. Yeah. Right, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, thanks so much for your support on the last video. I'm going to now hand over to my colleague Josh to wrap this up. And
I'm doing the outro again. Hey up. Delegating going on. Right. So thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it a lot. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you leave a comment, because again, we've discussed a lot of topics in regards to recent news around the film basis there. So leave a comment down below. Just get into conversation with us. Obviously, let us know your views on what we've said. And, press like if you like High School Musical.
Definitely not.
Peace.
Subscribe if you don't. We'll get more of them. Goodbye.